I've had 2 cups of coffee and I've been listening to Korean rap. Let's do this. Welcome to the Sewing Report. I'm Jen. This channel is all about sewing, crafts, and DIY projects. And guys, huge developments. NBC Universal has sold Bluprint assets to a marketing company. So what does that all mean? Let's break down what we know. A standard disclaimer, by the time you're watching this, information very well could have changed. Obviously, things happen all the time. So check for the latest, because if it's been a while since this has been uploaded, there is a good possibility that this information now is a bit outdated. So just letting you know. Last time we checked in about this, Bluprint/Craftsy was shutting down. RIP was going to be no more. Lots of comments on that video. People had all different sorts of emotions. And I know you guys have been spamming Bluprint with all kinds of customer inquiries and blowing up their social media. So maybe they heard, I don't know. Let's read part of the announcement that was on the Bluprint website. Dear valued member of the Bluprint community, we are excited to announce that your access to your subscription services and individually purchased classes will continue. In addition to classes, your access to course materials and course patterns will also continue. Our friends at TN Marketing have acquired certain assets of the Bluprint business, and the Bluprint and TN teams are working together to ensure a smooth transition. As part of this transition, TN Marketing has agreed to honor previous customer purchases for classes and subscriptions and will preserve your access to Bluprint content. The Craftsy Bluprint team have spent the last decade to build the world's best learning content and community. All right, blah, 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 blah. And then they introduced Cal Franklin, CEO of TN Marketing. Now, this is the first I've ever heard of this company before, but let's see what Cal has to say. We are eager to serve you with new and exciting content, and just as importantly, keep the subscriptions and classes you purchased over the years available for you to enjoy. The TN Marketing and Bluprint community combined will now represent over 3.5 million hobbyists with over 17 million crafting classes sold. There are many exciting things to come, and our team is working fast in concert with the Bluprint team. Rest assured that access to your classes and subscriptions will remain available. Down below, I'll link all the sources and a few news articles I was able to find of coverage of what's happening with Bluprint Craftsy. This is really big, and honestly, this is what I wanted. I personally just wanted to be able to access the classes I already purchased. And as I mentioned before, I would gladly pay like a nominal yearly fee to just continue to get all that stuff online. I didn't really want to download all the classes or like get a DVD or whatever. So I'm pretty happy with the solution. I don't really know what this means moving forward. Will the streaming service stay the same? Will we have to access another website? It would be kind of nice if they just kept everything as is, so we had the same login and didn't have anything new and confusing. And honestly, this just makes way more sense than just shutting it down completely. I mean, they have all of the classes already. If they just let us continue to have access to them, I mean, the cost of maintaining a website and the hosting services, I don't know how that would compare to like getting us all downloads or sending us all DVDs, but that stuff would be pretty expensive too. I don't know about you guys, what do you think about this move? I mean, I'm glad they heard the customers, because a lot of people were very not happy with the original announcement, and how much they sold it for, who knows, could be pennies on the dollar. I tried to do a little bit of research on the company. It seems kind of smallish to me. Some of the communities they manage are like National Sewing Circle and National Quilter Circle. I am familiar. I've gotten somehow spammed by emails from those things, and I've never really felt compelled to join. When I looked at some of the content, it just didn't really strike a chord with me, and it didn't seem that much better than Bluprint, so I wasn't really interested in doing another subscription service. If you're new to the channel, you should know that I am very cheap and pretty selective with what I pay for on a monthly basis. My cell phone carrier, I can't even get like those verification texts from certain websites and apps because I'm on like a $23 a month plan. I don't currently have Netflix. I do have Amazon Prime, and I don't want to pay a lot of monthly fees for access to stuff. I already have plenty of entertainment options as it is. and Bluprint was one of the ones I was willing to pay for. My hopes is that they drop the price like drastically, 20 to 30 bucks a year. I'm cool with that. They alluded to creating new content, and quite frankly, I don't know if that's needed. I would rather just gain access to the stuff they already have and continue to keep the price kind of low. Like, I don't want to pay 80 bucks a year for TN Marketing to create some new classes I'm not even sure I want, especially based on what I've seen from National Sewing Circle or whatever. I'm not that excited about it. So if you're watching TN Marketing somehow, just keep the stuff you already have, but make the price really accessible. You can continue to get new customers even, especially if the price is affordable. But for some folks, $100 a year is not in the budget, whereas $20 or $30 is a lot more doable. This is from a Variety article. When Bluprint CEO John Levesey, one of Craftsy's co-founders, notified members that the service was closing down, members grew concerned that they would lose access to classes they've already purchased. No shit, John. People are going to be upset if you take away something that you build as forever. So I'm happy that they seem to have found some sort of solution. It does seem a little weird that they kind of freaked people out with just they were closing down announcement. And then once they were bombarded with people like, what the hell is going on? Then they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're going to sell it off to another company and you'll still have access. Like, why did you freak people out like that? That makes no sense. Who knows, maybe they wanted to put that announcement out there in hopes of attracting a buyer, but really to the customer, I think this has been really frustrating, and I've been both a customer and a Bluprint/Craftsy affiliate, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Interesting developments. It seems like they still have a lot to iron out, and I'm glad they provided the update, because if not, people would continue to be freaking out and trying to figure out how to download the classes before they close. But at the same time, you know, they haven't released any specifics on how we'll have access to the classes. What the hell this TN Marketing company is? Never heard of it before. Someone was like, Jen, can you do some research and find out? I looked a little bit online. They really seem to have a pretty low profile. They had like 200 Facebook fans, so they don't seem to have a lot of like name brand recognition. Now, I'm looking on their website. TN Marketing apparently has an in-house production team that manages video shoots, and they do marketing acquisition. Again, this sounds like your typical corporate mumbo jumbo, so I don't know, whatever. But it looks like they've been open for quite a while, according to their website, which again, this is the first I've heard of it. TN Marketing, it's not like based in Tennessee, it's based in Minneapolis. And when I clicked around on the website, you could look at all the stuff they manage. It sort of looks like their company is just behind other brands that do video content. I only recognize the sewing ones, not super well-known stuff, at least from what I can tell. And the National Sewing Circle, again, I don't know how I got on their email list, but I get bombarded with emails from National Sewing Circle constantly. The price is always like marked down. It's like get a year for $3 or something. And I'm like, what is this? If you have a National Sewing Circle or a National Quilter Circle membership, what's it like? Let me know below in the comments. Is it worth joining? And like, from what I could tell on the preview content I saw, I just wasn't personally impressed by it. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. So no offense, National Sewing Circle. Just didn't seem to be up my alley. Now, TN Marketing has posted a press release of their own online. This one kind of reiterates what we already saw on the Bluprint site. There is like an executive statement saying our team is focused on continuing the excitement, enthusiasm, and loyalty that the Bluprint community, instructors, designers, and content creators enjoyed since its Craftsy days. And a suggestion for TN Marketing, can you guys change the name back to Craftsy? I think that was a much better name. Bluprint was like blueprint, like architecture, but spelled wrong. So I don't know about you guys, but I think they should change the name back to Craftsy. Do you like that suggestion? I do. I thought Craftsy was a perfect name. I thought it really worked, and I would like to see them change the name back to Craftsy. Just saying here. Or maybe even merge the content they have with the National Sewing Circle and have that be one subscription. I don't know, it would kind of make sense if they just threw the National Sewing Circle and the National Quilting Circle content into the Bluprint mix as well. At least we would get more for our money and also not have to get like separate subscriptions. If I get a Bluprint/Craftsy subscription, there's no way I'm also going to get a National Sewing Circle subscription. So they might as well just merge all of those together and have it be one platform, I guess. This press release actually has a contact person listed and an email, so I will be trying to reach out to them and seeing if I can get more details or even just put on their mailing list so that when they send something out, I get it and then I can report it back to you guys as soon as I get the information. But interesting developments. I'm surprised but not surprised at the same time. But as a customer, I'm a bit happier knowing that I can access the classes I bought and also the stuff I pay for the subscription. I know a lot of comments. I did not realize how many classes some of y'all had. Like, there were people with like 300, 400, 500 classes that they paid for. And also, I got a lot of you saying that even after they announced the shutdown, that your credit cards were continuing to be charged. I know this certainly degrades the trust of a lot of consumers out there. When they make the switch, are you going to continue to be a Bluprint/Craftsy customer? Are you done with this whole thing? You know, let me know what you think. This is just my initial thoughts, and I really wanted to do an update because I know this is such an important thing to so many of you. But thank you guys for watching these videos and trusting me to report information out there. 2020 in general has been kind of a crazy year so far as it is, and now we're dealing with this. Hope everyone's having a good day, and if you're new here and you want to watch some sewing, quilting, and other types of crafts content for free, I have lots of videos here on the Sewing Report. I'm Jen. I'll see you guys again in the next video.